The EU and U.S. continue their dispute over aircraft subsidies. Washington imposed tariffs on $7.5 billion on European imports. This after a World Trade Organization ruling that Boeing and Airbus had received illegal subsidies. Brussels says it may have no choice but to retaliate by imposing its own duties. CGTN's Giles Gibson reports.
That's the first of what I expect.
Europe's top trade representative came to Washington this week offering to negotiate, but he also had a warning for the Trump administration.
I might add, I'm coming under pressure to defend this level of openness, given that our European business can be hit with unjustified tariffs and restrictions at a moment's notice. But I want to be clear that we reject the US labelling the EU as a security risk in order to justify the imposition of tariffs. The narrative is hurtful to our European people.
During his speech in Washington, Hogan urged the Trump administration to negotiate over aircraft subsidies. He also called on the US to help reform the World Trade Organization instead of blocking appointments to its appellate body. Hogan's visit comes at a time of tension in the trade relationship between Brussels and Washington. The Trump administration is threatening tariffs on iconic French goods like champagne after France's government introduced a new tax on digital services that will hit American tech giants like Amazon. His trip came in the same week as the US and China signed their Phase 1 trade deal. Some trade analysts in Washington believe President Trump won't start any major trade disputes with the US presidential election just around the corner.
I think what we're going to see is sort of overall U.S.-China, U.S.-EU, U.S.-Canada and Mexico. The Trump administration is going to try to get everything sort of wrapped up for now and sort of get through this next election cycle with a strong economy, and then it's 2021 before we see what the future of U.S.-EU trade relations is, whether trade wars pick up, whether some issues get resolved.
As he wrapped up his meetings in Washington, Hogan also had a warning about the state of global trade. He said countries are using trade policy as a proxy to get what they want in other areas like technology and security. And with the WTO being sidelined, Hogan also warned the global trade game is being played without a referee. Giles Gibson, CGTN, Washington.